Join us here, all of you.
Well, there's the finished deal. That's all I'm going to do on that one. Actually, that wagon is, or that cart is freestanding, and I put it on a little base, some little platforms under the wheels there, because that's going to have to hold flowers, and it has to stand up, and you know, she might want to move the donkey around a little bit, or whatever, and she can move one piece at a time. That way, if it's not attached. So yeah, that's okay. By the time you get some both those little baskets full, she puts some pots in here, and they're fairly large, and usually petunias, I guess, something that'll kind of trail over the side, and it'll kind of cover this up, and then this is heavy enough to stand up and hold flowers. So I think that'll work out good for her. But I had one commenter ask me, or he said something about me doing the harness and all that. You know, I actually know how to do that. My dad taught me how to harness a mule when I was a kid, and I've skidded logs. One of the first jobs I had out of high school was skidding logs with a mule, and I know how to do that. But when the guy mentioned the harness, it reminded me of a story. When I was in my 20s, I wound up in a conversation somehow with this lady who she was telling me how knowledgeable she was about horses and all that. And I don't know anything about horses, but I was going along with her, you know. I was just going along with it. And so a conversation finally worked around to, you know, maybe a team of mules or whatever, or log skidding or something like that. And I said, well, there's part of the harness that it goes underneath the tail, a little piece of little leather strap that goes under the tail, and fits in the harness, and you got the trace chains that come back and hooks into your single tree, you know, and all that. And I asked the lady, I said, do you know the name of that little strap that goes under the tail? She goes, no, I don't believe I do. And I said, well, it's called a crupper, or crupper, depending on where you're from. Crupper, C-R-U-P-P-E-R. And I said, I thought any old horse's rear would know what that was, and she did not take that well. She did not think that was a bit funny. I was just joking, you know, that's my warped sense of humor. But she did not see the humus in it. Made her mad. And she let me know it. But a lot of people don't get my sense of humor. Anyway, that's my harness story.